And wouldn't you know, it takes WWE once again to rely on their legends again to end a pay-per-view. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the Super Showdown. So, yesterday was the Super Showdown pay-per-view in Australia, and it was 4 hours long. Now, I watched the highlights of this. I didn't see any of the full show. I only watched the highlights of it, so I'm just seeing what I just thought of my first opinion of it and whatever. So, the first match of the night was basically the New Day versus the Bar. Now, that was a good, okay match. It was a decent match. It wasn't like a good match from a New Day or a Bar standpoint, but it was a good match. The New Day retained. Moving on to the next match I want to talk about, and that was the Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Now, this is the one reason I was pissed about on Twitter. Now, I don't see why are we having Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles again. Now, I'm a fan of AJ Styles. You know, I love the guy. He's like one of the best in the world right now with Seth Rollins in there. And you know, I can't think of the third guy, but I'll tell you anyway. But he's one of the best in the business right now. It has been for a couple of years. And for him to face Daniel Bryan, now, I don't hate Daniel Bryan, but I think Daniel Bryan is only getting his push for Total Bellas because that show's coming on soon, and they're going to have to get more content for Total Divas and Total Bellas, and they're going to have to get a great storyline because John Cena and Nikki Bella aren't together, so they have to at some point get a big storyline out there for you guys. I know you love Total Bellas and Total Divas, but yeah. So yeah, Daniel Bryan rolled up the Miz in 3 minutes. It was a fucking trashy match. They should give this a lot of more time. They should give it more time as they should have done. And look at me, I've just had a shave, fresh trim. Anyway, yeah, I would have loved to see Miz versus AJ Styles in a proper feud. Like, love to see them like start off at the Crown Jewel, which is the next pay-per-view they're doing, for the males anyway. And then they could continue it onto Survivor Series, and then maybe if they want to do Daniel Bryan and The Miz again, which I think they want to do at WrestleMania, then I think they should just have Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble and then do Daniel Bryan Miz at WrestleMania. That's why I would do it. And have Miz as a champion, but I'd have Miz retain at WrestleMania. So yeah, that's what I would do with that one. So yeah, and I even tweeted that I had an idea that maybe they should do Miz versus AJ Styles. You can start at the SmackDown at the Crown Jewel, and then maybe they can continue on going to Survivor Series. Now I may be just a bias, like a dumb wrestling fan thinking like they're going to continue this up to the Royal Rumble, but if they book it properly, this AJ Styles and the Miz feud, if they actually did, it could actually go far. But they went with Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. And I'm thinking they're doing this just to please the smarts at this point, because the smarts are going to be like, oh my god, 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 Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, oh my god. Bruh. Are you done jerking off right now? Okay. Anyway, back to the rest of the show. So we had Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander. One thing I do want to say about that is I love Cedric's stuff. Not Cedric. Oh yeah, I do love Cedric. I have for a long time, but I do love Buddy Murphy's heel stuff he's doing on 205 Live. If you haven't seen any of his heel stuff, that's pretty cool. You know, I like how he's like showing more of a personality on 205 Live than he was on NXT as a singles guy. So yeah, a shame that he's actually stuck in the cruiserweight division. Same with Cedric, because like both of those guys could become like good mid carders in my opinion if it was booked properly. But that's what it is, you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, then you had AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in a no disqualification match. They had a few table spots, ladders, chairs, whatever. AJ works on Samoa Joe's leg. AJ gets the win. Charlotte versus Becky. Becky retained, so that was that. And then we had the Iconics versus Naomi and Asuka. It just shows how much Asuka's fallen from grace from like a year ago today, and where she's jobbing up to the Iconics. The Iconics got the win, obviously because it's their country and stuff, so shout out to those guys. And that was that. Oh yeah, obviously, the title of this video. Undertaker versus Triple H. Again, the god of WWE. Triple H. The Hunter, the Hearst, the Helmsley. Triple H in the corner with the Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels. And you had The Undertaker with his brother, Kane. And I was out there and, I was watching it. I was like, all this is so Triple H can get his win back. And he's like, Triple H is like, ugh, I had to get my win from The Undertaker again. Ugh, ugh. So, Triple H and Undertaker, they do some brawling. It was basically, if you want the analogy of the match was like WrestleMania 27. And if you watch that WrestleMania 27 match, it was like that brawling wise. It was just a brawling match with basically them going over tables and Triple H botched something in the crowd anyway. Shawn Michaels went up through a table and then Triple H had a pedigree. He got the win. Then after that, they have a big embrace. Now, I know why they did this because they're doing it in another country like Australia, and the fans over there don't get to see a big match like that over there, like they do in the States or anything like that. So I'm glad that they actually they did a big match for them they did a big main event for those guys in Australia. But apart from that, I didn't really care for this match because we've seen it 4 times, 17, 27, and 28, and 28 was supposed to be end of an era. And we had those video packages of all the wrestlers saying, oh my god, they've all gone from the Attitude Era. And then, like 6 years later, they're back again with the Triple H Undertaker last time ever. So what did it change, WWE? You said end of an era to last time ever. Till Crown Jewel comes around next month, and then you're going to have a 6-man tag team match with Shawn Michaels going out of retirement. Thank you, Vince. How great is Vince? This is why Vince is a genius.